Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. We've missed y'all. Yes. We hope that y'all have missed us.
Yes.
But for those who are watching and are not familiar, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Shani.
And you are listening to and watching The Mocha Message. Yeah.
We were just talking about Cowboy
on that river dance.
That river dance. Get y'all a little folk real quick.
So, as y'all know, for this season, we have been highlighting local Black-owned businesses in the Metro Atlanta area.
Yes.
Everything from clothing to food to candle making to DJing.
Yes,
like we've covered a lot of ground. But we're really excited about today because Shani has one to share with us that's in, I think, a sphere we haven't covered yet.
Yes. Okay, so we have today a Black woman-owned luxury spa.
Come on.
In Atlanta. It's called The Wellness Spot. It is in the College Park area of Atlanta. So close to the airport if you want to get a little massage before you fly.
Hey, there you go.
But yes, it is Black woman-owned. Beautiful location. The atmosphere is just really, really nice when you walk inside. They offer anything from fitness classes to spa treatments, of course, to they do parties.
Ooh.
It's a really, really cool experience. And I know for me, previously, I've only really been to massage parlors and stuff like that was either chains or owned by like Asians, you know, and being in Atlanta, it's got to be a Black owned spot for all this, right? So like we definitely encourage you guys, if y'all want some facials, massages, if you want to put on a party where everybody can just relax, if you want to go to the sauna, please check out the Wellness Spot ATL and tell them the Mocha Message sent you.
There you go.
So guys, today we have come to talk about an epidemic in the community. These people are scamming.
Oh gosh, yes.
These people are scammers, y'all.
Very frustrating. Very disheartening. Like
it's really bad. I feel as if the scams and the scammers have reached every single industry. Like food, travel, dance, clothing, or purchases. Like,
well, you know what they say.
What they say, Kara?
Supposedly, we're in the scam capital.
Yeah. There are a lot of scammers in Atlanta.
You gotta beware.
But my gosh, I don't know. It's sometimes very disheartening to just be like scrolling on Instagram or talking to a person and they're like, man, I paid all this money for so-and-so and never got my product, never got my service. They block me so I can't, reach out for.
I've had that happen where I just try to ask for clarity.
Yeah.
Try to get an answer.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm blocked. I'm like, I'm just asking a question.
I wouldn't even coming at you crazy. I was just I spent my hard-earned money with you guys.
Yeah.
So we just kind of want to talk about like maybe ways to spot or be aware of when something maybe a little bit too good to be true. How to do your research, how to warn others. We got our aunties.
Oh man.
Are very
on the
hard
Facebook with the AI pictures, and I'm like,
man,
that's not real.
Man.
Like that. That's very clearly AI.
Yeah,
like that's not what this is at all.
It's bad. So I am very in tune with the food space and the Black food space. And so I see a lot of stuff that's too good to be true. A lot of scams.
Dang.
I see a lot of people who will come up with a menu and claim to, sell all these tickets for, just an extravagant experience, 4 or 5 course meal. And then when people get there, it's like Fry Fest, like
not the Fire Festival.
Yeah, like literally, like it's
not the Fire
I've seen
Festival.
that. I've seen people try to sell like pots and pans or like, kitchenware. And when if the people get them, because sometimes they just don't even get their packages.
Let's start there. If you even get it.
If you get it, it may be damaged. It may be something you can tell the quality isn't good. And I just kind of look at all this and be like, bro, y'all are messing it up for the people who got good intentions.
Yeah.
So I want to start this off by just kind of giving some tips and tricks on how to just do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Right. So number one, you see a lot of times where, let's say you're looking at a clothing brand, huge clothing brand, and you look in the comments and there's people like, I
didn't get my stuff. Girl, I could have taken the words right out of your mouth.
Please.
Like, I never believe it.
Believe that. Do not.
I got
that
once. Like, I'm not even going to lie to y'all.
Yeah.
Got once.
Yeah. Do not look at stuff like that and just think, oh, that's not going to happen to me. Like,
could never be me. It could.
Please take that into consideration.
That's something. Yeah. Comments, reviews, for sure. Like going on the Google reviews and seeing how different people's experiences were. I mean, sometimes there would be like, if people have majority 4 or 5, and then there's a couple little haters sprinkled in.
Right.
Or exaggerated experiences. But if it's majority, like, I might be a little harsh. I was gonna say 3 stars and below.
Yeah.
And that's majority of what it is. Or I've even seen where like the owner or what have you is arguing with the person who's providing constructive feedback. I hate that so
much. As a business major, I'm just like, bro, like, did y'all not like get any sort of training on how to like do PR? Because you in the Yelp reviews arguing with this person.
That's already a turn off for me.
That is.
If you're not taking accountability or just being open or receptive, like, I'm so sorry you experienced that. What can we do to rectify it? Or we might not be able to rectify it, but I apologize.
Right.
If you're going back and forth, actually, it was da-da-da. I'm like, whoa. All the attitude in the comments and the reviews? Come on now.
Nah, bro. I'm good on that.
Come on now.
Yeah. That's a huge thing. That is a huge thing. Take what people say, especially if it's consistent. If I'm like looking for a hairstylist and there's like, I done came across 8 different reviews all saying this girl 30-40 minutes late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it as if, she most likely is late a lot of the times. That's not to say she's gonna be late for me, but it could have happened. So don't be mad. Because you didn't listen to, what people are saying.
Right.
So the reviews are there for a reason. And there's some haters. There's always a couple people.
There's always a couple people who sprinkle in like
very unwarranted.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, but
they didn't get their way. Consideration. But for sure,
that's number one.
So one thing that I have come across that I absolutely love. Y'all know I be on Twitter. It's a love-hate relationship with me and Twitter.
Wild West over there.
Yeah. Love-hate relationship with me and Twitter. Especially because just the ownership and everything changed. Anyways, I digress. But something that I've really come to learn or love rather on there is those community notes that come underneath of a tweet.
I do love those.
For those who aren't on the app, what a community note is it's a fact checker.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So if somebody is spewing complete nonsense, I'll give a recent example.
Yeah.
There was a tragic accident that happened in the city of Baltimore where a ship lost power. It crashed into the bridge. The bridge collapsed. Their mayor responded on behalf of the city, talking about the tragedy or what have you. And there were a bunch of nonsensical people saying, like, this is DEI's fault. What? First of all, can we just, whatever. Let me set that over there.
Oh my God.
This is DEI's fault. This is the DEI mayor's fault. What is a DEI mayor? Like,
it's another code word for the N-word at this point.
Pretty much, that's what it feels like. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
There is no diversity, equity, and inclusion mayor. Like,
not in politics.
What are y'all saying?
Baby, y'all voted for this man. Like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like, this is a majority vote.
Right. Like,
this is not hey, we put people in here to fill a quota. This is a majority vote.
Right.
This man was rightfully voted to be in his position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm getting angry. Like, this makes zero sense, you guys. Like, there's no such thing as a diversity, equity, and inclusion mayor.
Yeah.
Well, on Twitter, the community note came under it, and it said that this mayor was he was an elected official.
Yes.
Like, he has no ties to any diversity, equity, or inclusion efforts or sector in the city of Baltimore. And I was like, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, community notes.
Because these people are taking this lies and running with it.
Exactly. So a lot of times it will like literally come under the tweet. It'll be highlighted in blue.
Yeah.
And it will fact check. Like, it will give you what actually is, like, to clarify from any confusion or nonsense that people are trying to spew.
Super important.
But that's important. Like, we're in an age where there's a lot of blogs, there's a lot of gossip, there's a lot of different media outlets, some that are self-built, some that are, under official news sources and things like that. And I think just by reading those community notes to really be educated and to gain clarity on whatever these people are tweeting out. I wish it would happen on Facebook. It needs to be on Facebook.
Oh my God.
It 1000% is needed on Facebook.
Yes.
But it's important to read those for clarification and to really get the facts straight. And to get them right. But that's something I feel like is more recent in social media, and it's something that I appreciate. And I've been like, wow, like, this is an addition that I actually can get behind, that I actually like. Yeah.
That's a good feature. That's a very good feature. Another thing I see a lot, and it may not, I was going to say it may not come from our generation, but I think it comes from overall people being very familiar with influencers and feeling as if they know these people when they don't. It's like that trust. Like, it's like this intrinsic, hey, I laugh at your videos all the time. So when they come out with like a perfume line and ain't never been in the space, like, haven't done any research, haven't taken y'all on the behind the scenes of putting the stuff together. But they have these people who are like, oh, yeah, I like their videos. I'm going and buy, the 4-pack.
Right.
And then they don't get it because that person, although they may be funny and can maybe make a good skit, that doesn't necessarily mean they have the business practices behind it. That doesn't mean they have the shipping process down pat or the marketing. Like,
it's a good point.
Take a second and just, like, before you swipe that card or give your information, take a second to be like, okay, have I really vetted out, like, do I just like this person because of a funny video or a recipe that they put out? Or do I like this person because I know that I can trust that I'll, get what I'm paying for?
Right.
Just, I think it's really important to kind of take a step back sometimes because we live in like this world where everybody overshares.
Yeah.
It's always what I ate in a day, come with me to do X, Y, and Z. Like, people overshare a lot. And when you get those metrics, like the views, the shares and all that stuff, when people get that, they feel as if, oh, now's the time. I'm about to come out with a course, make $10 million with me in 30 days.
Guys,
like,
come on.
Just
think about it. Just think about how that sounds.
Take a second. Take a second.
Take a minute.
Because although you may be familiar with their online persona, there's just a lot more that goes into selling a product or offering a service, you know, and not everybody is going to be par for the course. It's just not. So I just think it's important to, you know, make sure that you're like evaluating. Well, it's like, okay, one example, not a scammer. It's like with the Array, the champagne from Issa. Of course, me and Jackie
did not walk, ran.
Literally went our way to Target and got this because we love Issa. But I don't think it was just because we love Awkward Black Girl, insecure rap shit. Like, it wasn't just because, oh, she's a great, you know, actress and writer and producer. It was also because we have, in our own way, vetted out, like, nah, she doesn't just put stuff out just to get money. You know what I mean? Like, she does her due diligence. Like, although she probably has never been in the spirits industry, like, we know that she surrounds herself. We talked about this on another episode. Like, she networks across and around with people who can come together. In that area. Like, I fully believe that was another reason why we were so willing to be like, oh, let me find every Target that got this champagne in stock type stuff. You know, like, it's not just that we were familiar with who she was in the entertainment space. You know, because we didn't have any information about who she would be as, you know, the brand name for this champagne. But we knew the work that goes behind that. We knew who she was as far as, like, she's not just gonna put out no product just to, like,
and it all has to make sense.
$1 million. Like, so just be very, like, wary before you put that card information into the cart. Like,
oh man,
there are some people out there who are very good at one thing and are also just trying to make a quick buck. Okay, don't fall for it. So Jackie mentioned the AI running rampant on Facebook.
Release my community, God. Release them.
Put in this picture to see how your AI baby would look. Like, okay.
Some of it's fun to an extent, but it worries me when maybe there's like a celebrity picture or something. Or like people have gotten creative and crafty to where they're putting together like historical figure or pictures and things like that. And folks are...
oh, they just fall.
This hasn't been around for a century, but all of a sudden, like, it pops up. It's not like anybody was digging for it. It's not like it was an artifact. It's not like there were scholars out there searching for it. It just
all of a sudden it's like MLK like dunking on somebody else. Like, when has this picture ever been like released in life, bro?
I'm saying
like, nah, I think it's very important to also kind of share, like, again, for us in our generation, we grew up in like the whole, like the beginnings of the scams where people would like send the little email chains and stuff, you know? So like, I feel like to a certain extent, a lot of us are like skeptical, like, I don't know about that. We have to be willing to share that to some of our other members of our friends and family who may not be as skeptical. Like,
that's true.
Hey, cousin, I'm going to show you why this is not real. This is an AI picture. I'm going to show you how I figured this out. You don't have to make a whole like caption. And get all upset over this thing that's not even real. It's just not.
That happens with the videos too. Like
so much.
When people do skits, it gets people so riled up. We've talked about it before. Like people get so angry or upset. It's causing argument. And it's like, this isn't even real.
It's not.
Like, they're acting.
Yeah.
Bad acting at that. Yeah. Like it's skit.
Yeah. And it's important to like remember that, you know, a big part of scamming is like getting your money by like getting you to buy something. But it could also be getting your money indirectly through like the views and the comments and the engagement.
Exactly.
Like they're getting money off of that. So when you look at scams as like the obvious way, but these skits and stuff like that, or people taking a video and putting a completely wrong caption on it. That's a scam in its own right, and they're trying to get something from you. Right. You know what I mean? So it's very important to spread your knowledge to others who may not be like, hey, yo, this is fake. Yeah. You know, we can correct them in the DMs. Yeah. Like, hey, I sent you a message.
It's wild. Like,
it's not real.
Right. That's what's wild about it in the digital age is because people are making money based off of clicks, views, comments, engagement. So for us, like, it's just easy to say a little comment or double tap or whatever, but like people can and are getting your money that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, in essence, like, we come to y'all in love. We care about you. We care about your emotional capacity and bandwidth. We care about your dollars.
Yes.
Like, just be vigilant in educating yourself. And fact checking and, accountability. And sometimes you don't have to engage. Like, you don't have to engage. You can just keep it moving, keep scrolling, keep pushing, or what have you. But I think turning to experts is also a good idea too. I know I was at the dermatology office the one day and I told my dermatologist about a sunscreen that I was using. And she's like, a lot of that stuff is junk. It's just people trying to sell you stuff.
Exactly. Like, I'm getting commission.
They probably haven't even used it themselves.
Right.
And
that's
she's
facts.
like, it's always good to turn. If you do follow people on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, like, follow experts in that particular field. Not just folks who are trying to get engagement.
Right. No, for real. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
Pretty much wrapping up, but
as we continue to get deeper into a world where AI, deep fake videos, like, you just need to be very, very cautious on, what you're consuming. Is it real or not? If you're buying something or trying out a new vendor for the first time, can you verify their legitimacy? Just protect your peace and protect your dollars, child. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to say it.
That's the message right there. Protect your peace, protect your dollars.
Yes. So with that, we are going to sign off, but we definitely encourage you guys to continue the conversation on our comments, both on YouTube and Instagram. And we will catch you guys at the next episode.
All right, y'all.
Yay.